Imagine waking up one morning and hearing a voice that tells you the entire world will soon be destroyed, and that you alone must build the only vessel that can save it. Would you believe it? Would you obey? Stay with me until the end, because what happens next in Noah's story might completely change the way you see faith, obedience, and survival. Long before the flood, the world was in deep trouble. It was filled with violence and corruption. People had turned away from the Creator, living only for greed, power, and pleasure. The earth, once so beautiful, had become a chaotic mess. But amidst all this darkness, there was one man who still walked faithfully with God, a man named Noah. While everyone else seemed lost, Noah listened. When God looked upon the earth, he saw that every thought of the human heart was evil. But Noah, he found favor in the eyes of the Lord. That favor changed everything. God decided it was time for a fresh start, to cleanse the earth with water and begin again through one faithful family. And so, he gave Noah a mission unlike anything ever heard before. Build an ark of gopher wood, 3 decks high, with room for every living creature. Think about that for a second. No one had ever seen rain like what was coming. The very idea of a flood that would cover the entire earth seemed completely ridiculous. The word flood didn't even make sense in their vocabulary yet. But Noah didn't argue. He simply obeyed. He began to build, plank by plank, day after day, year after year, while his neighbors watched and mocked him. They pointed and laughed, calling him crazy. "What are you doing, Noah? Building a giant boat in the middle of dry land? You've lost your mind." But every strike of Noah's hammer was more than just construction. It was a powerful statement of faith. It was a declaration that obedience matters, even when no one else understands, even when you're the target of ridicule. The ark slowly took shape, massive, sturdy, and ready. Then something truly incredible began to happen. Animals started to arrive from every direction, as if drawn by an invisible force. Lions and lambs, majestic eagles and gentle doves, slithering snakes and enormous elephants, small creatures and great beasts, all coming in pairs, 2 by 2. No one guided them, no one commanded them. Yet they came, obeying the same mysterious voice that spoke the world into being. Can you imagine that moment? The sky darkened. The ground began to tremble. Still, the people outside the ark laughed and ignored the urgent warning signs all around them. Noah, his wife, his sons, and their wives entered the ark, along with every living creature that God had sent. Then the door, a massive, heavy wooden door, was closed, not by human hands, but by the hand of God himself. And then it began. The sky opened up. The rain fell like never before, torrents of water from the heavens, accompanied by fountains bursting forth from the deep cracks in the earth. The laughter outside the ark quickly turned into cries of fear and desperation. The ark, now afloat, began to rise, gently floating above the chaos as the waters mercilessly swallowed the world below. For 40 long days and 40 long nights, the rain did not stop. The surging oceans covered the highest mountains, and the entire earth fell silent beneath the vast expanse of water. Inside the ark, there was darkness, the rhythmic sound of water against the hull, the creaking of wood, and the steady, hopeful beating hearts of those who had believed. For months they waited. It must have felt like an eternity. Then finally the rain ceased, and the immense waters slowly began to recede. The ark eventually came to rest on the majestic mountains of Ararat. Noah waited patiently, sending out a raven first, then a dove. When the dove returned with a fresh olive leaf in its beak, Noah knew that life had started to return to the earth. Hope was alive again. When God finally told Noah to come out of the ark, he stepped onto dry ground and, in an act of deep gratitude, built an altar to the Lord. It was more than just a structure. It was an offering of heartfelt thanks, a powerful symbol that faith had triumphed over fear and doubt. God looked upon Noah's sacrifice and made a solemn covenant, a promise that would last forever. Never again would he destroy the earth with water. And to seal that incredible promise, he placed a beautiful rainbow in the sky, a vibrant sign of mercy, hope, and brand new beginnings. The rainbow was more than just a stunning arc of color. It was a direct message from heaven, a vibrant reminder that even after judgment, grace still shines brightly. The story of Noah isn't just about a flood. It's about having unwavering faith when everyone else doubts your sanity. It's about demonstrating radical obedience in the face of relentless mockery. It's about trusting God's grand plan, even when you can't see the final outcome, even when it seems impossible. So, I have to ask you, what would you have done if you were in Noah's place? Would you have believed enough to build the ark? I'd love to hear your thoughts, so please comment below and share your perspective. If this incredible story inspired you, give this video a big thumbs up, share it with someone who needs a dose of hope today, and definitely subscribe to Extraordinary Stories from the Bible for more timeless tales of faith, courage, and redemption. The next story we uncover will open your eyes even more, so don't miss it. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.